one teach one. Each one reach one. We all we got. We all we need. Welcome to the huddle, my fellow heroes. We the ones that fight that good fight. When everything wrong, we the ones that get shit right. We all we got. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you that one, you got to know you are enough. You are enough. You already know. Only you can make me feel the way I do. Nobody but you. That's how I feel when I'm in the huddle with my fellow heroes and my fellow sheroes. We all we got. We all we need. God Almighty, I feel good. I want to start off by giving a shout out to my executive producer. She just happens to be my wardrobe coordinator, but I want to give her a real shout out. She hold me down. She hold me down, man. And she give me balance to stand tall and be strong. And I need it. And I thank you. So today, I say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She said, I want you to wear that red on your head. And I want you to put that red in that background. I say, why? She said, because, baby, this week you've been on fire. She said, you've been on fire. And I loved it. So this one's for you, baby. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world, my homegirl. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trap P, you blanking.
She told me something good. And she said, good God Almighty, Trap P, you blank. She been telling me that all week because I've been on fire. Gonna have a powerful show tonight. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you.
Ooh.
As always, your trusty AI.
Boom! We'd like to start off the episode to get the hero spirit flowing. We call it the hero hymn. The hero hymn is the mighty hymn within me. The mighty hero spirit within me. See, we know that spirit means wind. Spirit means breath. Spirit means to breathe. So when I inhale the mighty wind, and it travels through my respiratory system and comes back out through my vocal cords and causes a vibration that we know is sound. You feel me just as much as you hear me. And in that feeling, we connect in the hero spirit to truly understand we all we got. We all we need. Tonight's hero hymn says, everything gonna be alright. 'Cause you know we can't lose. Everything gonna be alright. 'Cause you know we can't lose. I say everything gonna be alright. Because we can't lose. We fight the good fight all our might, with every intentions on winning. When I say winning, I'm talking about providing, staying strong, being able to be depended upon. We can't lose and we won't lose. So everything gonna be all right when we fight the good fight with all our might. Everything gonna be all right. 'Cause you know we can't lose. Me too, you already know we in the huddle, man. Going up the middle, we're gonna get at least two. Confident in ourselves. Tonight's word is a powerful word. Forgive. Oh, we hear this word so much. Forgive. Who have you forgiven? When was the last time you truly thought about the word forgive, whether you wanted to receive it or needed to give it? Do you forgive me? Have they forgiven you? Have they asked you for forgiveness? Oh, this is a powerful word. Alexa, what is the meaning of forgive?
Forgive means to pardon someone for an offense, stop feeling angry or resentful, or to release someone from guilt or a claim. It involves ceasing to hold someone accountable and expressing regret or remorse for one's actions.
Pardon someone from resentment. Pardon someone from guilt. Pardon someone from the results of a mistake. Who have you forgiven? Who do you forgive? Is there anybody in your life that you have resentment for? Why can't you forgive them? Once upon a time, there was a man off in a far land doing the best he can. This man woke up every day with the intentions to strive to be the best he could be. He held himself accountable in all aspects with his intentions. This man knew that nobody was above the bullshit, not even himself. But every day and every night, this man had to stand in the mirror, look him own self in the eyes, and deal with the bullshit when there was some. And every day, that's the play he ran. Throughout the courses of days, this man would create a momentum and a light. This light represented something that took effort, that took commitment, that took will, that took discipline. And when people became upon this light, who didn't have the elements of creating this light was joy. This light was happiness. This light was love. When people saw this light that this man had, and they didn't understand what created it and how to sustain it, their natural intentions was to test the light. Let me see if I could poke the light out. So this man off in the far, far land had a deep lesson to understand. Everybody see the glow, but everybody can't handle the glare. So when he meets someone who can't handle the glare, their natural nature is to block the light. The light won't help them see. They say an ignorant man is blind to the truth. So therefore they can't see you when you walk in the truth. They're blinded by it. So this man had to understand that with this light comes opposition, and people want to put it out. But it took him a lifelong lesson. And I don't know if he'll ever figure out this off in this far, far land where this man lives. He just can't figure out why. So he's constantly being approached with people trying to put out his light. His morality lies in forgiveness. His strength lies in forgiveness, compassion, understanding. Alexa, what is the meaning of forgive?
The word forgive refers to pardoning someone for a transgression or wrongdoing. It means to stop feeling upset or resentful towards someone.
So this man out in this far land has to truly understand what it means to forgive. So when he's approached with another man who don't have a balance, who don't have a foundation, who don't have a light, who don't have a source, who don't have a reason, and he see the light reminds him of everything that he don't have. So his natural intentions is to dim the light or put the light out. But the man with the light sees the soul of the dark man and everything he don't have. And at first, he's angry. Why? And then the foundation of what creates the light. Empathy, love, joy, compassion. He begins to see the dark man and everything that he don't have. He says, Ola, Pola, Tink, Tink, I release you from being angry and feeling some type of way because I see your misery. I see your pain. I release my resentment to you. I release my resentment to you as I witness your misery. In order to be mad, you must be in misery. Ask the question, who are you mad at with your miserable ass? When you're mad, you're in misery. And when you're mad at the light that shines bright, that has done nothing to you, it's because the light is a reflection of what your soul needs. They say the soul can keep no secret that behavior won't reveal. Your behavior keeps you mad, scratching, trying to dim the lights of those that shine bright. But when you truly have the light of joy, of love, like this man off in this far, far land, he began to understand why. And that is the foundation of forgiving. That is the foundation of being able to forgive. I forgive you. And I talk about hero training. And I say the most powerful training of hero training begins in the mirror. And when you're standing in that mirror in the morning, brushing your teeth, looking in your eyes, and you deal with your bullshit. Because I say, ain't nobody above the bullshit. But it'll make you better if you real enough to deal with it. So when we stand in that mirror and we deal with it, and we got to deal with our choices that we've made in life. We got to be accountable for the decisions that we've made in our life that has created the circumstances and situations that we stand in. And sometimes I have to look my own self in my eyes and say, I have grown into a better me. I'm better than who I used to be. Good God Almighty, I got to forgive me. Because if I knew then what I know now, that's forgiveness. You got to release yourself from guilt and transgression and resentment. So if I can see it in me, then I can see it in you. I forgive you. Sometimes I like to roar in the moment, but I'm going to always forgive you. For being mad and making an attempt to dim my light. Oh, I'm going to forgive you because the fact that I can see and understand to release my resentment for you. So that weak shit didn't work no way. So little po tink tink, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Forgive. Everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. If you listen to everybody's story, or if you're fortunate enough for someone to tell you their story, you'll hear some powerful things about forgiveness, about pain, about hurt, about joy, about all the things that make us who we are, the same as each other. I was listening to a powerful story this past week. Someone told me a story about the journey to having good credit. It was a positive story, a powerful story. This person say, I never knew what credit was. Till one time I was in a family setting. And everybody got to talking about credit. And there were certain members of the family that wanted to talk about how good their credit was and how they could do this with their credit, how they could do that with their credit. And everybody began to show credit scores. It became an egotistic thing. This person said, but I ain't really know nothing about credit. I had never really talked, and I wasn't at that point in my life where I understood how it worked. So somebody say, hey, pull out your credit. This person saying, me knowing that I ain't know nothing, I say, nah, I don't want to do that. But this person had a lot of my information and pulled up the credit. This person said I was humiliated. The whole room laughed at me. I was so embarrassed and ashamed. That's what this person telling me about how they became to this powerful story of credit. This person said at that moment, I just smiled it off and laughed, but I couldn't believe that this person done that to me. And ever since then, I've been on a journey to have the best credit. And I listen at this person talk about credit. And I listen at this person's journey of credit. Throughout this person's journey of credit, I hear one person help this person fix this credit. Another person say they can help fix this credit. And all of this talk about credit, I'm going to be real with you from my perspective of credit and understanding. It's a whole lot of ignorance involved in the subject matter of credit. But this person has the intentions to have good credit, to avenge these people that made them feel so low. So this person says, and you know what? All these years later, I got a high 700, almost 800. And I wish they would help me, tell me to pull up my credit now. And that's why I say it's a positive story. Because the person truly achieved what they set out to do. But it was driven by pain, humiliation. It was driven by hurt. And even though this person now has an 800 credit score, with no understanding of what credit is, no understanding of how credit really works, but this person wishes they would stand in a family moment and say, pull up your credit score. Oh, that's when it's game time. That hurt, that pain. Ain't been forgiven. And I don't know if she can forgive. And I'm not here to say if that's a good or a bad thing. Because the fact that she haven't forgiven, and the fact that she can stand right now and say, I don't know if I can forgive, it has made this person strong. It has made this person better. So when I say words to grow on, and tonight's word is forgive. See, I cast this here spell. If you paying me some attention right now, I cast this here spell. to make you chew on every relationship that matters and understanding who matters and releasing the resentment. Because the only way we could get to love is to forgive. This past week was Thanksgiving. There's a social conversation at work, on social media, amongst conversation of comrades. Everybody knows the particular stigma within the family when you're dealing with holidays in the American black culture. See, at one time in our lifetime, I'm talking about holidays in the American black culture. I'm talking about Christmas. I'm talking about Thanksgiving. I'm talking about Easter. I'm talking about 4th of July. And I ain't talking about the woke aspect of that type of conversation. Yeah, we all know what it is and what it ain't. But I'm talking about within the American culture of black Americans. It represented us coming together. Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandmamas. We know that ain't a thing no more. And everybody has the answers to why. Everybody knows that things was going to change when grandma died. Everybody knows that. Well, grandma dead. We got to get real about what left with grandma. What left with grandma was the motherhood. The motherhood that had a bond with her daughters and her sisters and her daughter-in-laws. It was a thread of sisterhood and motherhood that was in the fabric that brought all their children together. Yeah, my mama don't have a real conversation or bridge to have a real conversation with my wife. My sisters ain't got a real true bridge to lay her head in her sister's lap and she grieves her scalp. If I can talk about mine, and I say that to say, ain't nobody above the bullshit. But I know why we don't come together. Why yours don't. I already know. You already know. And in most cases, ain't nobody even really done nothing wrong. It's just a web of resentments and egos that won't forgive. Alexa, what is the meaning of forgive?
The verb forgive means to pardon someone for an offense or mistake, stop feeling angry or resentful towards them, or to release someone from penalty. It involves granting forgiveness, absolution, or ceasing to blame or hold resentment against someone.
You can't forgive, so you trap yourself in misery. And as long as you in misery, you mad. Alexa, what is the meaning of misery?
Misery refers to a state of extreme unhappiness or suffering. It can be caused by various factors such as physical pain, emotional distress, social isolation, or existential angst.
Alexa, what is the meaning of mad?
As an adjective, mad can refer to anger, ill temper, or spell, or it can mean insane or demented. It can also be used to describe someone or something that is furious, enraged, or enraged. Mad can also be used as a verb, meaning to make someone or something angry.
Powerful person walks in a room. On the other side of the door, previous to that person walking in the room, there's a room of people who have resentment towards this here person. But their resentment ain't bold. Their resentment ain't true. Their resentment ain't real enough to be shown. So the person walks through the door unaware of resentment, or aware but knows the resentment ain't real enough to show its head. So the person walks in the door with respect. Hey, 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 everybody. Hugs everybody in the room. Even the people who has the secretly resentment. The person who comes in with leads with love and respect creates a tone and setting an environment of, oh, you have secret resentment. Well, show it then. If not, act like you respect me and love me. So the room goes accordingly to love and respect. When the person leaves out, the resentment shows itself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, the reality of that is love walked in a room of misery. And love is always stronger than misery. Forgiveness is always stronger than resentment. So when love walk in and make the misery fold and act, because the misery is weak, the misery is cowardly. The misery will say, I don't deal with them. The misery says, I ain't dealing with them. But the misery will see you walk in the room and say, hey, how you doing? Because they cowards. And they be mad at you. Because they can't forgive. And in most cases, when the misery get that prevalent, the forgiveness ain't even about you. The forgiveness is within themselves. They can't look in the mirror, stare in them their eyes, and forgive themselves. But you got to forgive. You got to release the resentment. That's when the light. That's when the light. That's when the light began to flash. That's when the light began to gain momentum and strength. Sister, I want to talk to my sisters. That's something y'all, my sisters always come to a common point when they say men can't tell women nothing about being a woman. Well, sisters, mothers, don't let us be right about what we know in this here day's time. Fight. Be real. Be right. Forgive. It ain't about forgetting, but forgive. I tell my wife, this shit real. I talk this shit and profess my love for you, baby. I do this for real. Very few women will ever experience this. That's the honor and dignity that I have and commitment to know what I give. Very few men will truly know in their soul when a woman love him for him. When you know it's real, and you know what you got is real, and it ain't even got to be on that level. It could just be whatever make that light shine. Whatever work you've been putting in to be the best you, whatever gives you the power to stand in that mirror and be able to look in your eyes and realize and understand that you love what you see, then I'm going to tell you that ain't about comparing you to me. That ain't comparing me to you. That ain't about comparing nobody. That's about being able to stand in that moment and love what you see. Man, that's the way you find that glow. And when you got that, it takes so much commitment to get there. You got to forgive somebody who jealous and envious, that don't understand what it takes and the work and effort that it takes to create this and sustain this. You got to forgive them. Father, forgive them for what they don't know. But forgiving them don't mean you leave yourself open and unprotected. It just shows I got compassion. And I know you really ain't my enemy. And I know you really don't want to hurt me. And I ain't just putting this, what I'm saying, in the context of anybody. Let's put this in context. What I'm talking about them, and I'm talking about the misery. I'm be real with you. I'm talking about your mama and your daddies and your brothers and your sisters and your children and your husbands and your wives. I'm talking about the ones that's right here with you. That's in the movie. That's a part of the movie. The ones that you damn near got to forgive in order to keep peace within your harmony. See, I talk about this right here, man. I wear this on my chest. This is the key of life. He who turns the key shall live forever. If you look at the concept of it, it's no different than a recycle sign. I once was a child. My wife once was a child. As the key turned, she's the mother, I'm the father. We have children. As my children turned their key, that is how I became me. So when I realize I'm connected to everything, I understand my position as a father, my children. This is my family. See, I talked about Thanksgiving, and we talk about what family is and what family ain't. So you got to put this in context, because family is two parents and their children. So if I stay home and I cook my dinner and I do what I do in the American traditions of Black Americans through holidays with my family, then I'm standing rightfully in my position. And if you ain't got a family, meaning you're not a mother or a father or a parent in the situation, then you're standing as a child. And if your perspective of family is that of a child, then you don't get where I'm coming from. You don't get where I'm coming from. And that's cool. And that's cool. That's cool. But we all are children that has gotten old. And I'm still thankful and gonna always be thankful for every breath that I can say I got both my parents on this here earth with me. And as long as my parents on this here earth, my mom and daddy, then I'm their child. I'm a grown man with a family. But I will forever be a son that rise. See how that works? I will forever be a son that rise. So as long as that's a part of me, and that's what I'm made of, my soul yearns peace in that. My soul still needs the nourishment of that. Not that of a child, but as a man. I always need counsel and guidance. As a man, if I live to be in my hundreds and my children be in their 80s, as a man, if I still have the right sound mind and voice to conversate with my children, I will always stand in the rightful position to give my children counsel. As a husband and a wife, as a mother and a father, I never outgrow that. And if there's ever any resentment between those relationships, they say the battery light coming on, but it's charging. There's something in that alternator that ain't hitting right or connected the way it's designed. So if there's ever any type of static or in between the connections of how this thing is designed, I just want to know, man, in my soul or heart right now today, I stand on the power to forgive, to release resentment from mistake. Any other emotions. Chad, you already know what time it is, man. I'm talking some real shit. I'm talking real life. I ain't talking make-believe. We all we got. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. You feel me? We're going to get up out of here, man. Want to give a shout out to my big brother, Crump. Powerful things, big brother, Crump. Manifestation, man. Down there in Chapel Hill, putting it down, man. A couple weeks ago, man, me and my big brother hosted the Chapel Hill bus tour, the community initiative. We was the first stop on 22 stops in 22 counties along the western side of North Carolina. We was the first stop. A charter bus of faculty, professors and administrators from University of Chapel Hill came to us, man, and we talked about men of destiny, hero training. And a month later, he was up at Chapel Hill, and he called me. He said, "Little brother, boy, the impact's still on them." That's real life, brother. That's real heroism. I believe in you like you believe in me, man. You deserve everything coming your way, brother. I love you, man. And I thank you for every opportunity, man. Up until this point, it knows that's coming, brother. Want to give a shout out to my brother Black. I love you, Black, man. I talk about camaraderie, man. I talk about hero training. This ain't really all about me getting on here teaching and me being this of somewhat this. This ain't what this about. It's about real life. Being able to connect with another brother, man. And y'all open up your souls to each other like the children that's inside of you. And truly help each other find a way. Thankful for that, brother. Honored by that, brother. Thankful for my brother Bam. Thankful for my brother Kamal. Thankful for my brother Mun. Talked to my cousin Eric this week. I don't care how long I go before me and my cousin truly get on our coffee and conversation. It feels like we talked yesterday morning. For years, we used to have a coffee and conversation where we talked for hours about nothing personal, but everything personal. We truly gave each other inspiration and motivation, and not at the expense of each other's dignity, pride, and ego. You taught me a lot, Cousin E. I cherish you and I thank you for that, man. I want to give a shout out to Uncle Ray, Ray Terry. I was on Fox Sports Charlotte this past Saturday on About Your House with Ray Terry. Man, 72 years old, white man, stomped down white man. I got so much respect for him. I got so much respect for him. And he got so much for me. And when you understand that, man, what I'm saying, that's everything. And it ain't got to be no more and no less. And I'm thankful, man, my Uncle Ray Terry. That's real talk. Give a shout out to Big Brother Winston. I'm doing some real shout outs, man. We had a green room today. I say, Winston, man, ain't it almost crazy how we damn near can break down some of the mysteries of life in a matter of 15 minutes, man? He said, yo, this vibe is real, Trav. Just thankful, brother. I don't be crazy by myself. But yeah, man. Forgive, man. Find it in your heart to forgive. Find it in your heart, man, to truly examine those that's mad at you before you get emotionally and react to why they mad. And I guarantee you, if you real, your understanding will turn into sympathy and compassion. And you say, oh, bless your heart. I forgive you. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 44 years. I had some good times, as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day, feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I pay my dues. I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me. Done damn near drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby. Cause I loved it, baby. And I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me. Man, if I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old man. Feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. And I feel good to be me. Cause I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby.